Okay, finally ready to meet Lord Harromond.
Your father missed you sorely in his final days. I am glad you found a new place among the Grey Wardens.
How did my father die?
I've a broken heart in my view. Some say Balin poisoned him, but I never left Endrin's side, and I don't see how. Balin did kill him, but only by what he did to you.
It is true my father wished you to be his heir.
He knew what a poor king Balin would make. He saw it sooner than the rest of us. One of his last requests was that I carry out his wishes as Orzammar's next king. It was the greatest honor of my life.
You believe you'd make a better king than Balin?
I have never sought the throne. My role was to serve Endrin, first as his advisor, then as an elected Desher in the Assembly. Harromond has never been king, and I always assumed Trian would rule after his father. But both Endrin and my colleagues have asked me to step up, and I will not back down when Orzammar needs me.
All I want is your support against the Blight.
For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal Carta she runs?
A gang of castless, yes.
The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk, begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dusttown, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but castless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city.
Okay. My son has been denied noble status. Can you help him?
A son? I did not... Your father didn't know of any son. I suppose the girl has no status of her own? If you help me take the throne, I promise I will formally adopt the child into my household. Is that sufficient? Will you assist me against the Carta?
Yep. I'll go right now.
Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dusttown. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
It's really the best we can hope for. She was sleeping with us just to get into the noble house anyway, so I don't think she cares too much about what noble house it is, as long as it is a noble house.
All be aware that the Grey Wardens have aligned with Lord Harromond.
This isn't the end. This is nowhere near to decide who gets to be the king or not. I think that weird noise comes from the song Liliana sings every time we go through an area transition, it just renews. Balin fanatic, so ready for a fight.
Harromond has suckered the warden. Balin will not allow it.
They're fairly good. Nothing exceptional though. Minor loots. Ooh, rock salve. A salve animal tallow that smells foul and is filled with tiny shards of rock. Rock salve increases the user's armor and physical resistance, but decreases movement speed and attack speed. This doesn't seem like a good general item to use. But depending on what the physical resistance increases, this could be our an item we could use to counter the physical attacks that knock us down and stun us. Rock salve.
Can I get you a ladder?
Okay, I'm going to save and load quickly, but I want to see. I use rock salve. What kind of resistances am I going to look at? Physical resistance check is already 59, so what would it be with a rock salve that use it? $69. Well, armor increase was nice. It's nothing amazing though. It would help, but it's not bad. Although I think that's the first time I've seen the item, so how do we even get more? I guess we would just have to make it ourselves. Still need 20 gold.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
Your father wants you both to come home.
Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service. When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
Just get those freaky lips away from me. Oh. Anyway, what the hell did we come here for anyway? Shady Corbett. What?
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I'm looking for me. What makes you think I'm looking for anything?
I'm no fool. Nobody just wanders around in Dust Town. You're here looking for me, and I don't like it. You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Yep. Bad for you.
Thus increases our path of destruction.
A losing betting receipt crumbled in anger. These are only printed in the proving grounds. The thief didn't have the stolen tome. The receipt on his body suggests that he may have passed it to someone in the proving grounds. Isn't that lovely? Anyway.
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dusttown? You need old Nadezhda to play tour guide?
You're not really old. Okay. Do you know a woman named Jarvia?
Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her.
Where could I find her?
Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there.
Where do I find one of these tokens?
Can't help you there, Selrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little.
Yeah, sure. Take care of yourself.
I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Yes? Why is someone like you hanging about Dusttown so much? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Okay, seems like we need to find...
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Yeah, this was exactly what we were looking for. Ah, excellent.
Don't kill me! Sorry ancestors! What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all!
Yeah. Tell me, no. Tell me how to find Jarvia, or you join them.
The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Well, will you let me go now?
Yes, and you won't want to be at Jarvia's when I get there.
Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person. How do they say it? The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you.
Yeah, I just wanted someone to provide a way to get her as fast as possible, so I wasn't too keen on trying to kill them. And I did promise to let them go if they help voluntarily, so I'd like to keep my promises.
I'll get on it.
All right.
Yeah. Put fingerbone token in the slot. It unlocks.
I'll get on it.
I'm assuming ton of bandits will be our opponents. Or rogues. The backstabbing galore.
Now's better than later.
What's the password?
Jarvia sucks lizard eggs.
Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
The doorman seems to be the only decent guy here.
I'll get on it. You're one, baby.
Nothing decent. Healing items. That looks like a trap.
Something is coming.
No one else is joining the fight.
You're
Yeah, what a surprise there.
I got it!
Yeah, these aren't tough opponents. We don't have to really fight as a group at all.
Come and get it!
Run while you still can!
It's done.
Insufficient.
I shall.
Jammer's stash. Been a profitable season, Kanky. Cutthroat too, so we got to be careful. I'm taking my half topside so I can get a good price. Your half is in my stash box. It's got one of Peak's locks on it. Standard drill. You need the 3 pieces of junk from our common chests to even try to open it. She sets them up high-low because you got the best eye for value in this dig. So yes, I faked some loot. Take only the cheapest looking piece in each chest, and you'll be able to open the stash box. I wired the expensive looking stuff as bait. You take the right one or you don't. And if you don't, hope you like having a limp. Did we already take it? No.
Got it.
Bonari mercenary.
All right, all right.
Insufficient skill, insufficient skill. Well, they might be trash, but there's certainly a lot of them.
Try not to look too incompetent. It's
At least we are seeing some action again. Nice to get some money too for a change. That's 10 to 15 silver per kill. Not quite so much, but very lootable body.
on my way. Mm-hmm.
Shit. It is a serious fight. Mark of Death. It's a healer. We have enough damage to overwhelm their healing ability.
Oh, you a funny one, you are.
40 silver. Kanki's common box. Okay, we need to take only the crappiest item there and leave everything else. Otherwise, we won't be able to loot something else.
Mm-hmm. Right away.
That's the understanding I got. Jammer stash. Take the cheapest item of each Jammer, Kanki, and Piquet's common chest to access Jammer stash box. They all take only the cheapest from each or risk grievous injury. Kanki's common box. Emerald, gold, silver. We might have already screwed things up, I don't recall, if we saw another one of those boxes already. Why did the mage go in first?
This is annoying. You crossed our hands.
You die, you deserve it.
You should run while you can. Defend yourself. I'll try to be merciful. Make a preserve.
Nothing here. Kind of a common room.
All right, all right. Sounds better.
Make this quick. You crossed our hands. You should run while you can.
Some kind of a glyph, I'm not sure what. Shouldn't matter now when all the enemies are dead. We'll trigger it, but it's not gonna kill us or anything. It's a paralyzed glyph. And it's dead.
You'll get no mercy from me.
Large flood landing crystal.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Quit your whining. Hopefully this isn't a trap. Well, it certainly doesn't look like an obvious trap. Well, naturally the trigger doesn't have to be here, but it's likely here. Well, I don't really see the purpose. Since there's no attack coming our way. What's the point of having the trap? We'll just immediately recover from it. Yeah, I don't get it. Carta G-Lore. This isn't much of a fight. 2 yellow guys just isn't enough if they're both simple warriors. If they were, one of them was at least a caster, then we could have had a little bit of trouble.
Alright.
Help me.
Violence is a solution. Sometimes.
Jelgi. And a little bit of silver.
Alright.
Yeah, 33 gold already. A little bit of effort and we could get the 50 gold we need. So who the hell are you? Lesky.
Please, stranger. Let me out. I see you bear no love for Jarvia.
Please, help me.
Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day, and all for a stupid bet.
Actually, I think that's related to if you choose an origin in the as a casteless member of the society or a commoner, that person is related to that. I have no idea how many other characters we face that sort of seem like NPCs that might have importance but then don't appear to do anything, are related to some of these different origin stories.
Must have the key.
Sometimes.
This is some kind of thief ability, I guess, that's spinning around our characters.
Got it.
Fancy vase. A painted porcelain vase. It looks expensive, so it's a trade item, I guess.
I'll get up. Can I get you a ladder?
Try to be merciful.
Strike at me.
It's a decent amount of experience. Each one of these are a proper fighter in the sense that you get quite a decent amount of XP. And there's so many of them, even though they're not a real threat.
Suppose that could have been worse.
Since we're getting a lot of healing items.
Got it.
Okay. Is the dagger better than what you're carrying? The damage is better. Armor penetration is better, critical chance is better. I'm changing that. Okay, what to do with you? The thing here is that we're 2 levels away from getting the second specialization. And in theory, it's not unlocked yet. Whatever it's going to be. Probably not Templar. I doubt we'll take Reaver either. I'm not sure what champion requires, so I'd like to save some attribute points too. Yeah, this isn't an unimportant choice here either. The thing is, this would allow us access to quite a lot of poisons and grenades. They're not important in these type of fights, but if things get serious at some point, they would make things quite a bit easier. Herbalism, potions, pulses, salve. I don't think this is all that important. Survival would gain physical and nature resistances if we develop this high enough. Trap making would allow us to use trap. It's unlikely that we'll do that. It's more of a if we played at a harder difficulty level thing, these things might be quite a bit different. Yeah, I don't really know what I want. Well, I guess we could work toward Deathblow. Each time the warrior fails on an enemy, the end of the battle seems closer at hand, restoring a portion of the warrior's stamina. Ooh, I'll do weapon mastery. Only a chosen few truly master the complicated art of fighting with 2 weapons. The character is now among that elite company, able to wield full-sized weapons in both hands. Stamina costs for all dual weapon talents are also reduced. So yeah, I think that's our choice. We should have all the stats we really need. Yes. Although I don't know, again, I'm thinking of going with the champion, but I'm not quite sure how you get it. If I see it as a talent book somewhere to be sold, I think I'll buy it just to make sure we have access to it. More to the point, I don't know what attributes it relies on. That's the biggest problem. I don't have to use my attributes now though, so that's what I'm thinking. It might at least partially require cunning, so I'd like to save at least a little bit if it does that. We can't boost cunning to a hugely high level, but something closer to 20 would certainly be appropriate if it bases its abilities on that, because it gives +1 to cunning, +2 to willpower once you choose it. Reaver would allow us to get physical resistance though, and that's always good. And the problem is that demonic spirits teach more than blood magic. Reavers terrorize their enemies, feast upon the souls of their slain opponents, and heal their own flesh, and can unleash a bloody frenzy that makes them more powerful as they come nearer to their own deaths. We'd likely have to ally with sinister forces to gain access to that. Alternatively, we could just unlock that and use it, but I feel that's sort of cheap. That makes sense if you played the game already and then try to just play through a second time for fun, or just to challenge yourself to try something. Then it's just fine, but some of these specializations are tied to something, to the story and things like that, so it sort of feels cheap to just unlock it and then just happen to be able to use Reaver specializations, even though it's tied to quite a questionable origin, the ability to use that specialization. So I don't know. I'll save the attribute points for now. I'll probably use them quite a bit sooner than we even get the specializations. I'll just have to read up what the champion talents are, then we'll know. What about skills? Coercion wouldn't be a bad thing, especially if we end up in situations where we'll have to get our allies to do something they might not be on board fully. We might be able to divert this disaster at that point. I'm not sure it, well, as far as battles are concerned, anything else would be better, but battles are not a concern. The difficulty isn't that high. It's casual, so we certainly don't need any help in the battle department. I think the difficulty will spike in a few fights, but for mostly it'll stay the casual like it is. I'll take the expert coercion. I don't even recall what we can do with that, so I'd like to keep that an option. Although, if we're gonna go that way, we might as well raise cunning to at least 16, keep it there. Maybe put the rest to strength. We'd rely entirely almost on damage. Ability to inflict damage. No, actually we're not gonna do that. The reason is I need to see what contributes to physical resistance. Contributes to mental resistance. Persuasion. Mental resistance. Mental resistance, well that explains why my mental resistance sort of sucks. Physical resistance, intimidation. Physical resistance is what I am worried about the most. So take cunning to 16, and then strength. We'll never have a high mental resistance, that just isn't going to happen. Coercion. Yep. And dual weapon mastery. I think we are basically Olaf's prized chief knight, as wonderful weapon as it is. Leliana will get another knife from that. 2 red daggers. And they're very good ones. Well, the cheese knife isn't exactly amazing, but it's still better than that one. So what's our second full-sized weapon? We don't really have another good weapon. I guess the Oath Keeper is the best we have. Armor penetration plus 10 to healing effects received. Yeah, it's not an amazing weapon, but it's definitely the best we can hope for at this point. Okay, this is another good reason to go to the camp before we go the deep roads, because we can take Alistair's sword, the King Marik's sword. That's another weapon very good against Darkspawn, so that's probably one of the major enemy groups encountered in deep roads. So that's quite a significant damage boost. And we're very close to the 50 gold anyway. Something like 35, so only 15 more gold needed. We can get that with a few jobs and selling some crap. It's not too far away from our reach anymore. Also, we might be able to upgrade Leliana's armor. Duster leather armor. Not quite. I'd like to see at least a good light armor and see what the requirements are. I know what to plan for. James coming back, so most worthless item here. Steel, red steel, iron. Take the iron. I might have screwed this up already, I don't recall if I... Because one of the stash might already been taken before I realize what we need to do there.
I'll get on it.
Elven mercenary, Carta assassins.
I love how desperate you are! You're
That
could have been worse.
Okay, this is the last common box.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
What? Malachite, garnet, fluorspar. I don't know. I have no clue about this one. Well, I can say garnet is probably the most valuable one out of these. Fluorspar, I have no idea what malachite is worth. Oh, fluorspar. Shit. I think we need to find the whatever these open anyway before we do that. Then we can
Now's
taste
better
it
than
out.
later.
I know it's one of those two, but I'm not quite sure which one.
Alright, alright.
It might be noticeable.
I have heard much about the halls of
Shit.
the Dwarven Kings, but the stories do it no justice. It is so strange, harsh, yet beautiful.
Yes, it is very grand.
And have you seen those tiny pig-like burrowing animals? They are adorable. I wish I could have one as a pet. But they must be hard to catch and... Oh, just ignore me. I'm so silly sometimes. Let's just go.
So she wants little pig creatures as a pet.
Got it.
Couldn't have they made this a
Can I
little
get
bit
you a
more
ladder
obvious?
so you can get off my back?
Garnet is pretty obvious, but malachite I think is a very low quality thing, same as fluorspar. So couldn't have they put some kind of a ruby or something that is easily identifiable as valuable. Why do they have these deep stalkers here?
Back on it is then. Let's plan this.
Tame deep stalker. Fluorspar. Uncut stone is the color of honey. Okay, can I get some kind of value on that? 50 silver. 40 silver, actually it's the most valuable. So I guess it's the malachite. Although I haven't paid that much attention to their prices. So it's definitely hard to say. Frankly, didn't think it ever would come up. What the hell is that? Tame Bronto.
Got it.
Tame Nugs. Jammer's stash box, okay. Time to make our choice. I'm confident I've gotten everything else right.
Your wish?
Didn't get that one apparently, so Garnet is the weakest, the lowest value then. Huh. Seven gold. Excellent. Bone Runner's Cap. Stamina regeneration. Very nice. So we only need about 7 more gold and we can do the little deal here to... Did you get a new cap? No. Metal resistance is more important for me. She's not running out of stamina anyway, really.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? I'll get on it.
Might even get it from just selling the stuff here. Still, 7 gold. Maybe not. That's quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
As you say,
Well, that was a good use of our time again. Okay, are these trinkets we picked up worth anything? I mean, can we sell them forward? Or did they just mysteriously disappear? It sort of looks like they disappeared. Okay, this is gonna be the end fight. Yeah.
So, Harromond finally realized we're taking the city, yet he still can't be bothered to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen.
You're awfully cocky for someone whose entire Carta is dead.
You'll pay for their deaths 100 times over. Kill them! But leave the mouthy one alive. I have plans for him.
Not to be taken lightly.
Is it time to kill something?
Yeah, why don't you attack or something? Shit. Jarvia is gonna be dangerous. Excellent.
I'm going to wear your teeth around my
Shit.
wrist.
Where's the traps? Ah, yeah, these will probably explode.
Right ahead.
Okay, now you can attack. Sort of worried about something like this. Ah, you have no magic. That's why you aren't doing anything.
If I'm up.
Hey, I need help. Good to go.
Something.
Shit.
I'm going to wear your around my wrist. Try to be fast.
More Carta assassins. They're not bad. Are you out of magic again? Yes, you are. Okay, rejuvenate yourself. You can. Yeah, nothing too surprising. Group heal. Group. She's good, but not that good. She's going down. No, use that one. That should be a finishing blow. Nice fight this time. Nothing too dangerous or anything like that. But still, a few levels earlier, if we would have come here, this would be very tough. Concentrated Soldier Bane. Targets their stamina. Stamina regeneration, melee critical chance, plus 5%, that's quite a lot. Expert, damage versus undead, Carta key. Are you gonna get new gloves? You need strength of 20. Yep, we definitely have to get strength of 20. Don't see a way around that. Otherwise, we're just not going to be able to wear the best armor, even the best light armor. Careless. Yeah, we have to go somewhere to sell our crap anyway. Can't just keep going on.
Crap, right ahead.
Engraved silver bow. Not a gift.
Trap right ahead.
So, this can't be the escape. Silver chalice again.
Yes,
It's just a trade item. Love letter. To Wereth Lowstone. Age, race, height. I care not for the differences others perceive, but matching your helmet to my tunic for the amusement of standing in line with your new silent sisters invited attention where none was desired. I will not suffer your company again. Alison high over, scribbled below. Can I miss knocking head with those girls? And that's pretty much it, I guess. Might as well do the level up. Win needs more willpower, definitely. Her mana pool is... even if we use potions, her mana pool could be quite a bit higher. Combat trading prevents interruption. Morgan has herbalism down, so we don't need anyone else to do that. Mass rejuvenation. Significantly increasing mana and stamina regeneration for a short duration. I don't know. Petrify. Casters draws from knowledge of the elements to turn the target into stone unless it passes a physical resistance check. While petrified, the target is immobile and vulnerable to shattering from critical hits. Creatures already made of stone are immune. Basically, we could cast Petrify then Stone Fist. Possibly shattering those that have been petrified or frozen solid. So this won't work on golems and anyone who's immune to or has a super high physical resistance check, like the Reavers or whatever the armored undead were called. They'll be immune to this. It might be a good way to get rid of mages. What's the distance? Medium. We'll see. Since we've already gotten all of these, I don't see any reason why not to take Petrify. We'll definitely use it manually. Nothing new needed as far as tactics is concerned. We visit everything, more or less. The Carta shop.
God! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall!
That hole leads to a tunnel in the Carta's hideout.
It does? Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia.
Well, don't worry about it. Jarvia's dead.
Dead? How? Did you... You did, didn't you? You killed her. And then you climbed out of there into my shop. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it.
Well, that's a fair description of what happened.
You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop?
Let me see what's in your store.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Well, isn't that nice? More importantly, we need about 7 gold and not even 7 gold, 6 gold and a little bit on top of that. We can do the what is it? Lyrium trade run. So I think I'll try to just sell enough crap. We're almost at capacity anyway, so we have to do this. Yeah. Is this the best place to sell it? I don't know. Okay, is there a... lesser health policy is exactly what I expected it to be, so the prices are probably what they're going to be anywhere. White mole, diamond mole. 5 gold. Let's see if we can get it. 4 more gold. 3.5 really. And 2 more gold. No, I'll sell one of these. Heavy woven helm. And we have all the gold we really need. Still, we have too many items, so we do have to get rid of something. I'm selling the bombs because I'm not using them. They would be more useful if the difficulty was higher. A lot of crap. A lot of crafting items that I doubt we'll use. We still have too many items, way too many items. It's mostly about the equipment. For these minor items, we have a lot of minor runes. Hard to say. Anyway, this mission is now done. Thing is, we're better off returning to the camp anyway, because we had to do some equipment switching between existing characters and this group, so we might as well take the lyrium smuggling job too.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
Yep. I'm enduring a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
What are you asking?
Human kings, you know. They make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
50 is a bit much when you got no options. 40.
You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium then. You probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Okay, excellent. So that's 10 extra gold profit for us. It won't make any kind of a difference in the long run, because we can just craft our own monies, but for now it does help. You also need an initial I don't know what you would call it. Basically you have to have some kind of an initial capital so you can start producing your own potions anyway. It takes quite a lot of money to get the ingredients even if you have the skill, so I'm going to Lord Harromond though.
News of the hour. Lord Balin.
I want to see what the next step in the plan is.
I heard the news. Jarvia and her Carta are dead. I suppose it was unrealistic to expect them to surrender.
Okay. I offered them mercy, but they chose to fight.
Would that some of the noble caste had such loyalty. I have no desire to go back on my word. But when Balin heard the news about Jarvia, he raised the stakes. He is forcing a vote in the next 2 days. By law, that prevents the Assembly from hearing any other pleas. To help with your troops, I will require your assistance one last time. Do you know anything of the Paragon Branca?
The Assembly raised her to Paragon for inventing a new fuel.
Yes, a smokeless fuel that made underground forges safer than they've ever been. 2 years ago, she took her entire house into the deep roads on a mad quest to uncover ancient secrets. No one's heard from her since. Were she to return and endorse someone for the throne, the Assembly would be honor-bound to accept her wishes.
Are you sure Branca would support you?
It's hard to say what she would do. She wasn't exactly known for her predictability. She never seemed to like being a paragon. She was devoted to her craft, never cared for politics. But one of the most brilliant minds Orzammar has seen. Branca hated Darkspawn with a passion. She would certainly be a valuable voice to support your treaty.
What if she's dead?
Her entire house went with her. It would take a lot to kill so many. If not, bringing proof of her death, or a body to return to the stone, would still show that as an ancestor, it was my hand she guided to her remains.
Okay. If it will get you the throne, I will find Branca.
My men traced Branca's disappearance to an ancient crossroads known as Caradin's Cross. It is many miles below where we normally venture, but I can provide a map to lead you there. Just enter the deep roads through the mines. Thank you again, and may the ancestors guide your steps.
Head towards Orton Thake in Caradin's Cross. Branca was said to be passing that way, so now we have our permission to go to the deep roads. I guess we'll just up our strength. Constitution is only increased to get access to the better materials. I think there was chipped Flawed. Something and flawless. But maybe there's more. Maybe there's something beyond flawless. I doubt that, but out of curiosity, let's look at our crystals. Mars Flawless Spirit Crystal. Flawed. Yeah, I think it was chipped, flawed. Do we have anything else? Chipped, flawed. It's hard to say if this is the last one. 32 Constitution, 20 Strength. Either way, I think we need more strength for the flawless attack crystal. Not sure how much. Not a lot we can take. Range attacks. This might be a good option to take. He also gives a boost to other range attack users. Yeah, hurl rock.
Command me.
So now what? We need to make the delivery.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get up?
Delirium delivery. I don't want to delay that at all. Can we just go there?
Stranger, have you seen a Grey Warden hereabouts? I've been privy to the rumor that he, or was that she? You understand this was many mugs ago. Was searching for Branka on Lord Harromond's own command.
What does this Grey Warden look like?
Stout and muscular, fair of face, but with a strong jaw and a bold nose, surrounded by a great glowing nimbus. If she's a woman, she might be more slight, but her eyes will shine with the light of purity, and her large but chaste bosom will heave magnificently. I've been looking for hours, but I haven't seen anyone who looks like that. Very frustrating.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't seen anyone who fits that description.
Hey, hold off here. Wardens and their staff are the only non-dwarfs who've been allowed in the city lately. Does that mean that you, or one of them, are a warden? Huh. I have to say, from all the tales, I was expecting something a little more impressive. But I guess standards aren't what they used to be. Hey, can I ask you a favor?
Okay. Didn't I see you bickering with some noble earlier?
Aye, that blowhard Loylanar. And if you asked him, all he probably said is, "Oh, that Ogren, he pisses ale and kills little boys who looked at him wrong." And that's mostly true. But the part they never say is how I'm the only one still trying to save our only paragon. And if you're looking for Branka, I'm the only one who knows what she was looking for. which might be pretty sodding helpful in finding her.
So... And what exactly would you want in exchange of this information we already have?
I know what Bronca wanted, and how she was looking. You, I assume, know whatever Harromond's men have dug up on where exactly she disappeared. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Bronca. Otherwise, good sodding luck.
Sounds like a deal.
You should know that Bronca was looking for the Anvil of the Void, the secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Carradine built it, and with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Bronca planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Carradine's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years.
Harromond gave me a map. I can get to Carradine's cross.
If we're going, let's get moving. Bronca's not gonna sodding find herself.
Yeah. Level 13 warrior. Or Mr. Boozehound. Now we are at a real problem. I feel Shale certainly has a good claim on being part of the team here, but Ogren has too, so who the hell are we gonna get rid of? We're not gonna go to the deep roads now anyway though, but shit. 3 warriors is kind of a bad for survivability in general. Rogue won't make much of a difference there, so I guess we'll keep the mage. So Liliana.
Of all the...
Are you any good at anything? Another berserker. He's a higher level than I am. And I think 2-handed weapon fighting. We can give him all the boost, so the approval will probably go up. The weapon isn't any good. Yeah. What? One for the ditch. Plus 1 constitution plus 10 physical resistance, so it's a wine skin or of some kind. Or a bottle at least. This might be a bit of a problem. We don't have a real good item set for him. The dwarven heavy armor he has isn't exactly great. It'll have to do. It's not good. I mean, it's really not good. We'll probably have to switch equipment around in the camp so we can get Ogren to combat readiness. I mean, this just won't do. His armor class is weak, his defense is low, his attack is fairly weak, his damage is nice, but that's no good if that's the only thing he has. He's gonna get killed constantly. He's really capable. Death blow, so no stamina issues. Good berserk talents. And yeah, 2-handed weapons. He has most of them, so he'll do just fine. Sunder armor, mighty below. Activate berserk. Probably we need a self, any, and indomitable. This means we'll have a I'm not sure if self any berserk is good. Let's do enemy any berserk. Thunder armor mighty blow. Thunder arms. Target has high or medium armor rating, okay. In the same way, enemy using attack type melee. Or self. Being attacked by melee attacks. Use ability Thunder Arms. No, we'll do enemy attacking party member Ogre. Thunder Arms. No. Self being attacked by type. Yeah, let's see how well that works. I'm not quite sure if it understands to use Thunder Arms in the way I hope it will, but we'll see. We do have a knockdown ability, but again, I'm not sure I want to put it here, because it's great to have as an interrupt when you need it, and you don't really need it in normal fighting, so it might not be the best idea to put it there. Anyway, we're heading back. How much money do we have? 14. It's quite nice. If we go to the circle, we might as well ask for the Dwarven's midcast.
Has the Elder Mage ever encountered another golem?
I suppose there used to be one deactivated one stored in the tower's vault. I wonder what became of it. After all that's happened to the Circle, I'd be surprised if it isn't completely destroyed.
Why was it deactivated? Did it crush some arrogant mage's head after one too many commands?
I do not know, Shale. Perhaps it is just irreparably broken. I think it stayed in the tower because no one could move it. It is very, very old. I believe it came from Tevinter a long time ago. Perhaps someone bought it so it would guard the tower.
Its people do enjoy their slaves, don't they?
It was not a slave. It is a
tool. As I thought. No, don't deny it. No.
All right.
Why would that be a problem? The problem with Shale is that it's sentient in a way that it's totally unnecessary for a golem. He doesn't seem to resent that though, so I don't see what's the problem there though. We use tools. A golem in my eye is more of a robot. It has a set of commands it follows. It doesn't think or experience like a sentient being does. So Shale is certainly an exception. No, I'll end it here. We'll do the little things, the camps and everything else the next time, and prepare for a proper incursion into the deep roads. We need to get rid of quite a bit more capacity too. I'm not going there until at least we have 60 free capacity. Maybe we could do some trading somewhere too. I don't know. I don't know, but we'll figure it all out next time.